All right, let's slow this down and really unpack what just happened, because this is one of those leaks that looks small at first glance, but actually opens up a much bigger conversation once you sit with it for a minute. If you were scrolling through social media and happened to catch that DJI post before it disappeared, you probably did a double take. And if you missed it, don't worry, because the internet did what it always does. Screenshots spread instantly, details were archived, and within hours the so-called vanished post became common knowledge among drone enthusiasts and leakers. That post, which briefly appeared on a Chinese social platform known for accidental early listings, appears to reveal DJI's rumored new product, something being referred to as the Avata 360, a drone that could signal DJI's serious move into a more accessible 360-degree aerial capture space. What immediately grabbed attention were the prices. According to the screenshots, the base version of the Avata 360 could start at 2,988 yuan, which roughly converts to around 426 US dollars for the drone alone. For DJI, that number is eyebrow-raising. This is a company that rarely undercuts expectations, especially when it comes to new categories or advanced camera systems. A sub-$500 entry point for a DJI-branded 360-degree capable drone sounds almost unreal, especially when you consider how expensive comparable systems have been historically. Even before you dig into specs, that price alone forces you to stop and ask whether this is a strategic shift, an internal placeholder, or something that simply isn't meant to reflect final global pricing. Then the bundles start to complicate things further. One of the listed options supposedly includes DJI's RC2 controller, pushing the price up to around 3,988 yuan. Again, if accurate, that still feels surprisingly reasonable for a DJI ecosystem product, particularly one that appears to be experimenting with new capture formats and immersive video workflows. But it doesn't stop there. Two higher-tier kits were also listed, both priced at around 5,688 yuan. These pricier bundles reportedly add extra batteries, a charging hub, and depending on the specific kit, either FPV goggles or a motion-style controller. On paper, these bundles sound extremely aggressive in terms of value, especially when you compare them to other 360-degree drone or aerial camera solutions currently on the market. If you've been following the broader 360-degree drone space, you know how rare this kind of pricing is. Full kits from competitors, particularly niche or experimental platforms like the Antigravity A1 or other specialized rigs, tend to land significantly higher once you factor in accessories, batteries, and immersive control hardware. In that context, DJI's rumored pricing almost feels disruptive. It suggests a company that may be trying to dominate the category before it fully matures, locking users into its ecosystem early by removing the usual cost barrier. But at the same time, that's exactly what makes this leak feel suspiciously optimistic. DJI pricing almost never leaks this cleanly unless something unusual is going on. Historically, when early prices surface, they're often internal estimates, region-specific placeholders, or numbers that haven't yet been adjusted for the realities of global distribution. Once you factor in tariffs, certifications, shipping costs, and regional markups, especially outside China, those early figures tend to climb. It's also common for DJI to reshuffle bundles before launch, sometimes removing accessories from lower-priced kits or splitting features across different SKUs. So while these numbers are exciting, it's important to view them as a snapshot of a moment in development, not a promise of what consumers worldwide will actually pay. Realistically, if and when the Avata 360 launches globally, prices are almost certainly going to look different. The base drone could end up higher, bundles might be restructured, and certain accessories could become optional add-ons rather than inclusions. That doesn't mean the leak is fake. It just means DJI is still playing chess behind the scenes, adjusting its strategy depending on markets, competition, and regulatory hurdles. In other words, expect changes. That's just how DJI operates. Now let's shift to the newly leaked specs, because this is where things get even more interesting. According to the listing, the Avata 360 is said to feature a 1-inch image sensor, support 6K video recording at up to 60 frames per second with HDR, and include omnidirectional obstacle avoidance. On its own, that's a very respectable set of specs. A 1-inch sensor suggests strong low-light performance and solid dynamic range, while 6K HDR at 60 FPS places it firmly in prosumer territory. Omnidirectional obstacle avoidance is also a key feature, especially for a drone that might be used for immersive, creative shots where pilots are more focused on framing than precise navigation. However, the confusion starts when you compare this to earlier leaks. Previous reports painted a more ambitious picture, suggesting dual 111-inch sensors and even hinting at 8K 360-degree video capture. That's a noticeable difference. A dual sensor setup would make sense for true 360-degree capture, offering better stitching, higher resolution, and improved image quality across the full spherical frame. The jump from 6K to 8K is also significant, particularly in the world of 360 video, where resolution is effectively spread across the entire field of view. Higher resolution isn't just a luxury in that space. It's often a necessity to maintain clarity once footage is reframed or viewed in VR environments. This mismatch between leaks raises a lot of questions. Is the listing showing final hardware, or is it referencing an earlier prototype that was later revised? Could DJI have scaled back specs to hit a lower price point, or are there multiple versions of the Avata 360 planned, each targeting a different audience? Another possibility is that the listing is partially accurate but incomplete, combining real information with assumptions or outdated details. This kind of inconsistency is actually very common during long product development cycles, especially for companies as secretive and iterative as DJI. It's also worth considering that DJI may be experimenting internally with different configurations before locking anything down. A dual-sensor 8K version could exist as a higher-end model, while a single-sensor 6K variant might be designed to appeal to a broader audience. If that's the case, the leaked pricing could correspond to a lower-tier model, with more advanced versions launching later or being reserved for specific markets. DJI has done similar things in the past, quietly testing the waters with one product before expanding the lineup. For now, the safest way to interpret this leak is as the clearest snapshot we have at this moment. But not the final word. It gives us a rough idea of where DJI might be heading, both in terms of pricing philosophy and feature prioritization. But it doesn't answer every question. What it does confirm is that DJI is actively exploring the 360-degree drone space in a more serious way than ever before. Whether the Avata 360 ends up being a mass-market disruptor or a niche creative tool will depend on how these specs and prices evolve before launch. There's also the broader context to think about. DJI isn't making moves in a vacuum. Consumer expectations are changing, content creation is becoming more immersive, and platforms increasingly reward unique perspectives. A relatively affordable 360-degree drone fits perfectly into that trend. It allows creators to capture shots that were previously impossible or prohibitively expensive, and it does so within a familiar DJI ecosystem that many users already trust. If DJI can deliver something like this at a competitive price, even if it's higher than the leaked numbers, it could redefine what people expect from consumer drones over the next few years. At the same time, DJI has to balance innovation with reliability. New capture formats, higher resolutions, and complex sensor setups introduce challenges in processing, stabilization, heat management, and battery life. Those are areas where DJI usually takes its time, preferring refinement over rushing half-baked features to market. That's another reason to be cautious about assuming these leaks represent a finished product. DJI may still be ironing out technical hurdles that could influence final specs, pricing, or even the product's name. So where does that leave us? Somewhere between excitement and skepticism. The leaked Avata 360 listing is undeniably intriguing. The prices are bold, the specs are promising, and the concept itself fits neatly into where the drone industry seems to be heading. But until DJI makes something official, everything here should be treated as provisional. Expect revisions. Expect adjustments. expect some disappointment when global pricing inevitably climbs. That's not cynicism, that's just experience talking. Still, leaks like this matter because they give us a glimpse into the future DJI is building toward. Even if the final product looks a bit different, the direction is clear. DJI is experimenting, pushing boundaries, and potentially preparing to make 360-degree aerial capture far more accessible than it's ever been. And that alone is worth paying attention to. For now, all we can do is watch, wait, and connect the dots as new information surfaces. This leak may not tell the whole story, but it's a fascinating chapter in what could become one of DJI's more interesting product launches. And with that, this is where we wrap it up. Catch you in the next one. Peace.